Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today, looks like the news is actually paying attention to us in a positive light, with rising gas prices hurt rideshare delivery drivers. Regardless of how poor that title is of this article, the point stands. Like, if you haven't been outside in a while, which you're all delivery drivers, I'm sure you've been noticing, gas prices have been not only going up, they've been skyrocketing. Instead of companies actually doing the right thing, such as Doordash UberEats Grubhub, and making sure we are better paid and able to actually pay for all of these gas challenges that we are currently in, what we are doing is watching our base pay go down, expenses go up, and what would be a normal lifestyle is now just surviving. Some people are still making money, but that bottom line is just getting a little higher, and it's not okay. So in this video, I actually want to talk about what's being said here, some things that I think will help you with the gas challenges, and some other things that people aren't really thinking about. And if they are thinking about it, good for you. I wouldn't be surprised if less people were thinking about this. With that said, let's get started. Drivers have been shocked when driving by gas prices in recent days. According to AAA, the national average is about 4.06 per gallon. Colorado's average is typically lower than the national average. Colorado's average is about 3.75 per gallon. So $3.75 per gallon is their average. And the national average is $4.06. I know a lot of people have been seeing it go even higher, being in California or Vegas or whoever. Over here, I'm seeing some $4 places. I think the one that I go to frequently is $3.99, and that one is packed. And I mean packed. Like, you can't even get there without waiting online anymore, because that $3.99 is so enticing in comparison to $4 or $1 or whatever. Really goes to show what people will do to save a literal penny. These prices have many rethinking their budgets, especially those who drive for a living. These days, filling up the tank can empty a wallet. Yeah, that's pretty true, especially if you have a car where, let's just be honest, it's a gas guzzler by nature. You have to end up putting a lot of money into the pump anyway. I remember being a pizza delivery driver way back in the day for this restaurant, and I was driving a Yukon, and I know what you're gonna say. You're driving a Yukon to do food delivery. Yeah, it's what I had available at the time, and I loved the hell out of that car. But $20 was a sip, and I think we were this is when gas prices were going down at like $2 or some stuff. Which, those were good days, man. Can we go back to those days where gas was less than $3? Come on. It's insane, said Kelly Portlock. I just filled up before I came here, and I stopped at $77, and that wasn't full. See what I mean? That's a gas guzzler. Now, you shouldn't be driving a gas guzzler for food delivery anyway. I will say, if you're thinking about either changing your vehicle, I would recommend something along the lines of a Prius or some kind of hybrid. I don't know about an electric car yet, but you might want to consider an electric car too. That's if you're trying to change cars. I know that not everybody has the privilege to do that. I drive a Chevy Colorado, and that costs like $70. It's usually like $50, Randy Drinkwater said. First of all, I gotta say this because I feel it needs to be said. I just love how hydrated his last name is. Oh, that was not appropriate to talk about his last name like that. That you can't control. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I just love it. I love his last name. I had to say it. Anyway, yeah, a Chevy Colorado, that's a challenging car to do food delivery with, because those are gas guzzlers. They're bigger vehicles. And yeah, I love bigger vehicles too. I drive a Toyota RAV4. It costs me about $40 at the pump these days. So I totally understand. I will say you might want to consider exchanging the vehicle, but again, do what's best for you. Don't just plow money into a car right now. Kelly Portlock is a stay-at-home mom of 3. She is a DoorDash driver a few days a week to get some extra income, which makes perfect sense. In Kelly's case, she is a mom of 3. She can't get a smaller vehicle. She can get a smaller vehicle that is better on gas, but she's a mom of 3. She doesn't have time for that. The car I have is a gas guzzler anyways. I don't really have a choice to get a little car. Randy Drinkwater drives Uber full-time. He also noticed the changing gas prices, but he can't pump the brakes. This is his livelihood. A lot of delivery drivers or even rideshare drivers, they don't have the opportunity to slow down. I know that a lot of drivers have the opportunity to, like, just say, this is extra income anyway, I can't do this. For those of us who are doing it full time, not possible. It's really all about the hustle, I get up in the morning and I don't leave until I hit a certain goal for that day, Drinkwater said. It is what it is. Sometimes I have to not go out to eat every day to save some money. Yeah, I think a lot of people just been doing that with inflation the way it is. Not even about gas and everything in Ukraine and whatever. Everything getting more expensive. You're better off not going out to eat, saving that extra money. I really have to cut back on some things too, Drinkwater added. Portlock, however, might change course altogether. If it keeps going up, I feel like it wouldn't be worth it for me because I'm just leaving my kids at home to go pay for gas, which I don't want to do, Portlock said. Well, for her case, she's just doing it for extra income. A lot of us are doing this because it's full-time for us. Uber sent a statement saying they are making an effort to save drivers money using an app called Get Upside to save a little bit at the pump. Get Upside has been literally paying me a penny per gallon out here. Like, are you serious? I mean, definitely download it. You definitely want to get the cash back for that, but it's not doing as much as they're saying. We know higher prices at the pump can be a challenge, which is why we recently launched a new feature that helps drivers save up to 25% per gallon through cashback with Get Upside, Uber said. Our platform only works if it works for drivers, so we'll continue to monitor gas prices and listen to our drivers over the coming weeks. I understand that they're promoting Get Upside like this, and they're kind of saying this kind of to stall and kind of make themselves look good. It's not enough. Change to come back is not the same thing as having money end up in your pocket for what is going to be one of the most inflationary periods of time ever. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I think a lot of drivers are going to end up leaving the gig economy for this. Whether it's a job, whether it's whatever opportunity they're looking for, I understand. The gig economy is meant to be an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. But if the income is just going straight to your gas tank and not towards that goal, it doesn't make sense anymore. Is there a point in time where gas is going to be that much higher to where you need to consider not going out as much anymore? Yeah, but at the same time, that's why you're working on that exit strategy. That's why I say diversify. It's not because it's something fun to say or just something that everyone else says, so I'm just parroting it. No, this is why. Because one thing happens that changes your bottom line altogether while the top is going down. It doesn't make sense to continuously fight this anymore. But at the same time, if you're going back to a W-2 job or something else to that effect, you're going to have the same problem, financially speaking. A lot of people are looking at the gig economy and looking at a W-2, and they're like, going back to that? That doesn't even make sense. Or they're just doing it because they're that afraid of gas prices, and they would rather just not pay as much money to keep minimal amounts. If you're going to diversify your income into something, whether it's a business or some level of investment, that's not dependent on you. That's why I'm building this YouTube channel, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a source of income for me that is not completely dependent on my ability to push videos. The YouTube algorithm shows more of my videos from a couple months ago. Those videos are doing much better than a lot of those that I'm posting today. It's just a fact. I think YouTube is one of the fastest growing business models, period, these days. That's why you'll see a lot of Doordash drivers go into content creation. But either way, no matter what you choose, just make sure you're making money at the end of the day. I would rather see my subscribers and the people that I care about, being you guys, actually financially stable rather than staying in a system that doesn't make sense. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.